You all know the infamous I Love Emilia. That sparked a whole ass Emilia hate tour on the internet in what seems like ages ago. But then the season 2 came along and we got to know more about Emilia's character, and I think there was just a collective shift where everyone was like, yeah, Emilia is actually a sweet character who is just infectiously positive and kind and selfless to the world, which has given her nothing but pain. Like, she is the best vanilla ice cream character in anime. Like, I would lick those hair out of her scalp. So I'm gonna confidently put her in the A tier list. But wait a minute. In season 2 we got to know that she got frozen in ice when she was let's remember together, how old was she when she got frozen? Oh yes, she was 7. Then she spent 6 years in the forest with Puck, and then Rosewall came along and she spent a year in Rosewall's mansion until she met Subaru. So technically she is, let's see, 14. Damn, this little bitch is just a straight up trap, alright? She goes straight to the D. Like, god, she is the complete opposite of Shinobu. And talking about Shinobu, she is on the screen right now. We have the adult version here, and I'm gonna be honest, I love Monogtari, and I think every girl in Monogtari has more personality than half of the female character in every other anime. And Kiss Short is just a badass with a moe gap of Shinobu, I suppose. She feels more like the main girl in Monogatari than any other, so let me just confidently put her in the A tier. Alright, and then we have Chitanda. I mean, who doesn't want a girl who just lights up when she comes across a curious mystery and wants you to solve it? I mean, think about how annoying this will be IRL. Like a rich girl who wants you to indulge in her every curiosity. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the main character just one day went up, hey, how about shutting up? I mean, it would be so annoying if she wasn't so cute, or if you can't fulfill her curiosity, cause if you can, that would be just like a stroke to your male ego. If you can't, you just got a waffle or just... And I must say, I like independent women who can solve a mystery on their own without dragging someone's lazy ass around, so I will put her in B tier. Then we have a classic tsundere who is fortunately not just a brain-dead violent drop-kicking machine. You know, there is just something about the older tsundere girls that is just so wholesome and cute. Plus, I do have a soft spot for girls with red hair, so there is that. And then she also has that gap with her design, almost giving her a cold girl approach. And moreover, her dynamic with Okabe is just freaking hilarious, but also really good in clutch tense moments. So she's a high A for me. Then we have the pet girl from Sakurasou, which is just a cat girl reincarnated into a genius. Like, that's all she has for her, I think. She is a genius. She can't tell somebody how she's feeling cause she is a genius. She is not so socially adept cause she's a genius. Like, there is not much going for her. So I think she goes straight to upper C. Then we have the Chunibyo waifu in the house, guys. She's often not the girl that the anime degenerate wants, but she is what they deserve. You know, I was sure when I was watching this anime that there would be a character switch here or there, or we would see some other side to the female character that would change the reader's perspective, but nah. Overall, she was just the pathetic Chunibyo all the way through, which is just admirable in a way. Also makes the story more heartwarming as the main character begins to grow feelings for her. As a relationship dynamic, I would put it higher in the tier list, but as an individual, I would put her right where I would put a male Chunibyo character, right in the C she goes. Then we have the Naikiri sister, whose best thing they have going for them is the character design. I mean, classic tsundere, who is otherwise prideful, and then there is a girl who is probably the most normal girl in this list so far, but I think I don't want to think too much about it, so I'm gonna just put them both in B. Yeah, that seems about right. And then there is this bitch from Golden Time, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to say something controversial here. I didn't like Golden Time, alright? Boo me. And I think it's probably because I didn't watch it when it came out. I just recently watched it. Like, all the reviews I had heard from it were like that it's a very realistic show. And maybe that's why I didn't like it, because I felt like the male character was just a douchebag in some way. The female character was a bit uncanny to me. So she goes in the D. And then we have the two main female characters from Nisekoi. You know, the OG harem anime. Technically, there is nothing too special about Nisekoi, but it holds a special place in my heart because it was technically the first harem anime that I watched till completion. You know, and there is obviously a clear winner here. You know, the girl that actually won. So she goes straight at A along with Onodera, but Onodera is going to lag a bit behind, although her character was just as amazing. And then we have Hinata here, and before you guys start doing the mental gymnastics, Sakura is not going to be on this tier list cause she doesn't deserve to be on this tier list. But I don't particularly hold Hinata in high appeal. Like, in comparison to Sakura, she's great, but she is a very like shy girl character whose personality we didn't get to see much of. So I'm gonna put her in high B. Yeah, in high B she goes. And then we have Mirai Niki's Yuno. And let me just first put her at the S, then we can discuss why she's in the S. So, alright, basically, this is going to be a bit difficult to explain. So, I don't get why yandere characters are hated. Alright, I don't get it. See, for a lazy person like me, when a girl is making all the effort to not only make you fall in love with her, but also to make sure that the relationship lasts. I mean, that's the best thing you could want from a girl, isn't it? And I see a lot of backlash to yandere being like, oh, she would just kill any girl you talk to. And my question to that is, why are you talking to other bitches? Yeah? Do you want to cheat? And then we have Senjugara, who I have seen is very high up on some people's list. I think her character is written very interesting. Like, she is a flawed character, and just the nature with which she becomes Araragi's girlfriend is just amazing to me. But I don't think I would put her above Killshot. I don't think so. So I think she is also in A, but she would be behind Killshot for me. Kanata is going straight to S purely because of my bias. Like, I don't even care. I watched Angel Beats when I was like 14, the most emotional stage in a man's life, and through tears I vowed to keep Kanata on a pedestal. So she is. Then there is Kaicho Wa Maid-sama, you know, that shoujo anime that almost made me a faggot. See, I love me some strong women who are just in your face angry. There is just something homely about her. Like, she is such a cheapskate. She wants to save money and works hard to make money. Like, she's the perfect dream waifu for Asian weebs. Like the mother that they wanna sleep with. And then there is the first reverse harem character in the list, Yona. You know, the thing about Yona is that she could have been a really annoying character. Like, honestly, the series could have really fucked her character up by making her like a Wattpad girl character who has all the loyal guys around her, but she loves the toxic male character and she just goes for her. But she doesn't in this case. So I think her character was largely saved by her being an independent, strong character. Like, she did have some annoying moments from time to time, but she ultimately was like, no, I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet. I'm going to get my own revenge. So that was interesting to see. I don't think I've seen many other anime where there is such a strong female character. So I shall put her in A tier. And I mean, Lucy goes to the S. Like I said with Yandere is the perfect girl for a lazy man like me. Plus, Lucy goes on a higher S than Yuno because Lucy is a bit more composed, I would say, and is a bit more lenient. Yes, that's the correct word for it. And then we have this little bitch, alright? This character, I have a personal relationship with because there was this girl in my class who looked just like her. Like, I'm not even kidding. The whole look, the personality, like just exact carbon copy of her. And it feels a bit weird to say this, but I think I was just very aware of this girl because I was like, oh, she just looks like this anime character that I watch. Like, she was just always screaming. Like I said, she was just literally a main anime character. She was just always screaming. And after spending like 2 years with her in class, just sitting behind her, I was like, nah, this bitch is annoying, alright? There is nothing redeeming about her at all. This is just a kink that an author wanted to portray, but it just doesn't work IRL. So it's going straight at C. No, actually, let her join the D. Then there is Voilet Evergarden, which is just such a tragic character. Like, every time I see her, like, just her walking, just an animation of her walking is sad. I don't even know the word for it. It's sad, melancholy. I don't know. I don't even want to put her in this list of waifus, but alright, she goes on the A. I don't know how to feel about her. And then we have Yukino Shita, the girl that won. Honestly, Oregairu as a series was very interesting, and her character was probably the 4th or 5th more interesting thing in the anime. Alright, like her character development from a straight-faced, ice-cold woman to a gradual tsundere to just a girl in love was just very interesting to watch. But I do think that the sensei or even Yui should have won, so I'm just gonna put her at B. And then there is this female character who I just don't remember, but I have watched the anime, and I think I don't know much about her. I don't remember much about her except for her having red glasses. I don't know, she goes B. And then we have Toka, which I really love Toka. I think there's just really something special about her. Like, her character development from just a classic tsundere who is also athletic, who is also very noisy. Like, going from that to her in Tokyo Ghoul Re being just a mature, giving off those mommy vibes, it was just such a stark contrast which showed exactly how much time had passed. Even though she didn't have much screen time in Ray, I think, and she didn't speak as much in Ray, I think she deserves the S rank. Like, there is just something special about her that I really like. And then we have Mikasa. Mikasa is just like a loyal soldier. I mean, she's just a straightforward character who just wanted Eren, and honestly, if she would have gotten him, she would have been straight at S, but because she failed at her task miserably, I think she goes on B, to be honest. And then to end it off with, we have Rem, the classic waifu of everybody in 2016. Where do we put Rem? See, I am someone who has watched the web novel, alright? And let me tell you, just a little foreshadowing, Rem's character is just not the same right now. It's just weird. The place where Rem's character is just weird right now. Like, I don't know what will happen going forward, but her character right now deserves to be at B. Like, that's the safest place, at low B.